Hi there, it's Jeff from Hot Tub Owner HQ, and today we're going to fill up my hot tub, but we're also going to see exactly how long it takes to heat up. And we know that water heats up in a hot tub anywhere from 3 degrees an hour to 6 degrees an hour, but we also know that the ambient air temperature affects that, as well as the temperature of the water that comes out of the garden hose, and of course how powerful a heater your hot tub has. My hot tub is pretty standard. It's a Master Spa's Twilight series, about 10 years old, and I feel quite certain the heater in this is probably a 4 kilowatt heater. By comparison, hot tubs that typically plug into an outlet as opposed to being hardwired often have a 1 kilowatt heater. Inflatable hot tubs definitely do. So that'll obviously affect how long this thing takes to heat. But we're going to check and time it and see exactly how long it takes. We're also going to check the temperature of the water coming out of the hose right now. So let me go get my thermostat and turn the hose on. Okay, so I've got my temperature probe here. We're going to check this water temperature. I'm just going to kind of hold the tip up to the stream of water here for a few seconds. And I'm going to hold it there until the numbers stop on my thermometer. Let me hold this up to the camera while the stream is going so that it doesn't drop. See if I can do this successfully. All right. I'm not sure if you can see this. This thing is pretty persnickety, if I can use that word, but it's reading about 66 degrees. It's April 1st here in Central Texas, and I'm not going to pull any jokes on you, but it's 66 degrees, and I'm going to wait to turn the power on my hot tub until the water gets above the level of the suction intake valves. Say that 3 times fast. And then I'm going to turn the power on, and as always I have my hot tub set to 98 degrees. That way it's safe for my kids to soak in as well as me, and I don't mind at that temperature. And as hot as it gets here in Central Texas, it doesn't need to be any hotter than that for me. But we're going to see exactly how long it takes to get to 98 degrees starting at 66. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see, it's been filling up for probably about 20-25 minutes or so. It really doesn't take that long to fill up a hot tub. What takes forever is the heating process. Really, it only takes about an hour and a half at most to fill up a normal sized hot tub with a normal garden hose. And as you can see, we're probably close to halfway done here. We're well above the intake valves down there on the bottom. We're not above all of the jets yet, so I'm not going to turn on all of the jets. Once it tops off above the top jets here, I will turn the jets on, just because that'll help eliminate any cold pockets and speed up the process of heating it up. But I am going to go ahead and turn the power on now so that this cold water that was 66 degrees can start feeding through that heating tube. And I'm going to close the cover because that'll not only help keep the heat trapped inside, it's going to help some of this debris from not getting in my newly pristine clean water here. So I'm going to cut the power on right now. Of course, the water's still going to be 66 degrees, but we're going to come back and check it again in a little while, and we're going to see exactly how long it takes to get to 98 degrees starting at 66. Okay, so this thing is now full, as you can see, and the heater has probably been on about an hour. So we're going to check the water temperature now and see what it's reading. I could use the display that's on the hot tub. I'm kind of just going to use this probe though, just to kind of see what it's reading, and then we'll compare that to the panel as well. Remember, the hose water was 66 degrees. This thing is reading 71, so that means over the course of an hour it's gone up 5 degrees, which is, more or less within the regular tolerance range of 3 to 5 or 6 degrees per hour. Let's see what the panel says though, just in case that's a little different. Okay, so as you can see, it says 71 right there on the panel as well. So both of them reading completely exactly the same. And again, it's gone up 5 degrees in about an hour, which is about normal. We'll check it again in a few hours and see how it's looking. Okay, so it's now 9 o'clock at night. It's been about 6 hours since the last time we checked. So let's see what the temperature is now. It's now reading 92 degrees. So it's still holding at somewhere right around that 5 degrees per hour mark that we saw earlier. So with that in mind, since I have it set to 98, we know it's not going to take much more than about another hour or so to heat up to what I have it set to. So again, starting with when we did, that's probably going to be about 9.5, maybe 10 hours tops. So that's about how long it takes to heat up a hot tub from scratch here in Central Texas in springtime. So obviously if you live somewhere super cold, that's going to take even longer. And in the brutal heat of a Texas summer, it might take less time than that. But that is about the average amount of time it looks like it's taking, about 5 degrees per hour. So whatever temperature your water hose is that you're starting from, that's how you're going to factor that in. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And I'm going to hit the bed and watch some TV with the wife. So for now, I'll see you in the next video.